The National Electrical Code, NEC, does not have a specific requirement for the minimum spacing from a sink or lavatory for a switch or receptacle. However, there are some general requirements that could be interpreted as applying to this situation. Section 404.9 Bone requires that receptacles not be installed in wet or damp locations unless they are rated for such locations. Section 404.9c requires that switches and receptacles be installed so that they will not be damaged by water. Section 406.4c requires the switches be installed in accessible locations. Based on these requirements, it is clear that a switch or receptacle should not be installed directly behind a sink or lavatory, where it could be exposed to water damage. However, there is no specific requirement for a minimum spacing. The contractor may be thinking of a local code requirement that is not included in the NEC. It is always a good idea to check with the local authority having jurisdiction, OJ, to verify the specific requirements for your area. When considering the placement of electrical components near sinks or other potential sources of water, several factors need to be considered. Firstly, the environment. Is the area prone to splashing or high humidity? If so, take extra precautions to protect electrical devices. Secondly, the type of device. Ground fault circuit interrupter (GFCI) protection is essential for receptacles near water. Thirdly, local codes and regulations. These may have specific requirements beyond the NEC. Let's delve deeper into the relevant NEC sections. Section 404.9 addresses the location and environment of switches. 404.9 Bone specifically prohibits installing switches or circuit breakers in damp or wet locations. This means that if the area behind the sink is subject to moisture, a standard switch cannot be installed there. Instead, a switch listed and identified for wet locations must be used, or the switch must be located elsewhere. Section 404.9c takes a broader approach, stating that switches and circuit breakers shall be installed such that they are not likely to be damaged by exposure. This means that even if the location isn't technically classified as wet, if there is a reasonable chance of water splashing on the switch, it should be protected. This could involve using a splash guard or moving the switch to a safer location. Section 406.4c focuses on the accessibility of switches. The location of switches cannot be in an area that will prevent its access. Switches must be readily accessible. A switch located directly behind a sink, where it could be difficult to reach, might violate this requirement. Furthermore, Section 210.8 and B outline the requirements for GFCI protection. These sections mandate GFCI protection for receptacles located in bathrooms, kitchens, and other areas where water is present. Although not explicitly stated for switches, using a GFCI protected circuit for switches near water provides an extra layer of safety. In addition to these NEC sections, local amendments to the code may exist. These amendments can be stricter than the NEC and may include specific spacing requirements for electrical components near sinks. Therefore, it's crucial to consult with the local authority having jurisdiction, OJ, to determine the specific regulations in your area. From a practical standpoint, consider the following when planning electrical installations near sinks. Firstly, assess the risk of water exposure. Determine how likely it is that water will come into contact with the electrical components. Secondly, choose appropriate devices. Use switches and receptacles that are rated for wet locations if necessary. Thirdly, provide physical protection. Install splash guards or locate electrical component away from direct sources of water. Fourthly, use GFCI protection. This can help prevent electrical shocks if water comes into contact with the wiring. Fifthly, follow local codes. Local codes will always dictate the parameters for these installations. Considering a real-world example, if a switch is being installed to control a garbage disposal, it is often located near the sink. If the switch is placed on the wall directly behind the sink, it is highly likely to be exposed to splashing water. In this case, it would be prudent to locate the switch to the side of the sink, away from the direct splash zone. Alternatively, a switch rated for wet locations could be used, but this is often more expensive and may not be aesthetically pleasing. In summary, while the NEC doesn't provide specific measurements for switch and receptacle placement near sinks, it emphasizes the importance of preventing water damage and ensuring safety. Always assess the environment, choose appropriate devices, provide physical protection, use GFCI protection, and follow local codes. Ultimately, consulting with a qualified electrician and the local authority having jurisdiction (OJ) is the best way to ensure that your electrical installation is safe and code compliant. Let's discuss specific strategies to mitigate water exposure to electrical components near sinks. Firstly, strategic placement. The most effective method is to simply locate switches and receptacles away from the immediate vicinity of the sink. Consider placing them on adjacent walls or further back from the counter. Secondly, splash guards. Installing a physical barrier, such as a splash guard, can prevent water from reaching electrical components. These guards can be made of various materials, including plastic, metal, or glass. Thirdly, weatherproof covers. Weatherproof covers are designed to protect receptacles from moisture. These covers can be used in conjunction with standard receptacles to provide an extra layer of protection. Fourthly, sealed enclosures. Enclosing switches and receptacles in sealed enclosures can prevent water from entering and damaging the components. These enclosures are typically made of plastic or metal and are designed to be watertight. Fifthly, conduit and fittings. Using watertight conduit and fittings can prevent water from entering the electrical system. This is particularly important for wiring that runs through walls or ceilings near sinks. When selecting electrical components for use near sinks, consider the following ratings. Firstly, NEMA ratings. The National Electrical Manufacturers Association (NEMA) assigns ratings to enclosures based on their ability to protect against various environmental factors, including water. NEMA 3R enclosures are suitable for outdoor use and provide protection against rain. NEMA 4 and 4X enclosures are watertight and can withstand hose-directed water. Secondly, IP ratings. The Ingress Protection (IP) rating system is an international standard that classifies the degree of protection provided by enclosures against solid objects and liquids. An I-65 rating indicates that the enclosure is dust-tight and protected against water jets. An I-67 rating indicates that the enclosure is dust-tight and protected against temporary immersion in water. Thirdly, UL listings. Underwriters Laboratories (UL) provides listings for electrical products that meet specific safety standards. Look for UL-listed products that are specifically designed for wet locations. Now let's talk more about ground fault circuit interrupters (GFCIs). GFCIs are life-saving devices that can protect against electrical shock. They work by monitoring the current flowing through a circuit and detecting any imbalances. If an imbalance is detected, the GFCI will quickly trip the circuit, cutting off the power and preventing an electrical shock. The NEC requires GFCI protection for receptacles located in bathrooms, kitchens, and other areas where water is present. While not explicitly required for switches, using a GFCI protected circuit for switches near water is a good safety practice. When installing GFCIs, follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Test the GFCI regularly to ensure that it is functioning properly. Also, consider the aesthetic aspects of electrical installations near sinks. While safety is the primary concern, it's also important to create a visually appealing space. Coordinate the color and style of switches and receptacles with the overall design of the kitchen or bathroom. Consider using decorative switch plates and receptacle covers. Conceal wiring and conduit whenever possible to create a clean and uncluttered look. Remember, the goal is to create a safe and functional space that is also aesthetically pleasing. Let's delve further into the importance of consulting with the local authority having jurisdiction (OJ). The AHJ is the governing body that enforces electrical codes in your area. This could be a city, county, or state agency. The AHJ has the authority to interpret the NEC and to adopt local amendments to the code. These amendments can be stricter than the NEC and may include specific requirements for electrical installations near sinks. Consulting with the AHA before beginning any electrical work is essential. They can provide guidance on the specific codes and regulations that apply to your project. They can also inspect your work to ensure that it meets code requirements. Failure to comply with local codes can result in fines, delays, and even legal action. Therefore, it's always best to check with the AHA before starting any electrical work. Consider the following scenario. A homeowner is remodeling their kitchen and wants to install a new switch to control the kitchen lighting. They plan to locate the switch in the wall behind the sink, but they are unsure if this is allowed by code. They contact the local AHA and learn that the city has adopted a local amendment to the NEC that requires all switches located within 3 feet of a sink to be GFCI protected. The homeowner complies with this requirement and installs a GFCI protected switch. This ensures that the installation is safe and code compliant. In conclusion, the NEC does not specify a minimum distance between switches or receptacles and sinks, but it does emphasize the importance of preventing water damage and ensuring safety. Always assess the environment, choose appropriate devices, provide physical protection, use GFCI protection, and follow local codes. Consulting with a qualified electrician and the local authority having jurisdiction is the best way to ensure that your electrical installation is safe and code compliant. Always prioritize safety and adhere to all applicable codes and regulations. This will help to prevent electrical shocks, fires, and other hazards. Remember, electricity can be dangerous, so it's important to take all necessary precautions when working with it. If you are not comfortable performing electrical work yourself, hire a qualified electrician. They have the knowledge and experience to perform the work safely and correctly. Safety should always be the top priority when it comes to electrical installations. Before beginning any electrical work, turn off the power to the circuit at the breaker box. Use a voltage tester to confirm that the power is off before touching any wires. Wear appropriate safety gear such as rubber gloves and safety glasses. Work in a well-lit area. Never work with electricity when you are tired or distracted. If you are unsure about any aspect of the electrical work, consult with a qualified electrician. Remember, it's better to be safe than sorry. Taking these precautions will help to ensure that you can complete your electrical work safely and successfully. And remember to always consult with a qualified electrician and your local authority having jurisdiction before starting any electrical project. They can help ensure that your project meets all applicable codes and regulations and that it is completed safely. Electricity is a powerful force, but it can be controlled with the proper knowledge and precautions. By following the guidelines outlined in this explanation, you can help to ensure that your electrical installations are safe, compliant, and functional. Keep in mind that electrical codes and regulations are constantly evolving. It's important to stay up to date on the latest changes and to consult with qualified professionals when necessary. This will help to ensure that your electrical installations are always safe and code compliant. Furthermore, always prioritize quality when selecting electrical components. Choose products that are UL listed and that meet the highest safety standards. This will help to ensure that your electrical system is reliable and long-lasting. Finally, remember that electrical work is not a do-it-yourself project for everyone. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, hire a qualified electrician. They have the training and experience to perform the work safely and correctly. Your safety and the safety of others should always be the top priority.